but I see the results in the players. So bowlers don't get, like, they can come back the next day and bowl again.
And if they're not on patches, what happens?
Painkillers. Easy. Like, I did that. You ask most fast bowlers, they'll run in and take an anti-inflammatory, you take pain. There we go.
So when you're on the patch, you don't need that. So the next day, no. So Tain, tell us. So before you were introduced to the patch, how was your performance?
It's crazy how you wouldn't think such a thing would have such a big impact on your game. I think obviously I've been on the performance patch for a while now, but yeah, before I feel like a cricket is a very long game. You feel very down, and it's mentally tough as well. But just that little extra something can make a massive difference. And I think I've seen that like a lot, like speechless, because it's the way I've like slowly started to progress, and it's been up and down. Body's been sore, been suffering from a few niggles and stuff that's just slowing me down. But then, yeah, I've just been curious. I've tried the patch, and massive difference. I feel like I can do a lot more, and same with training. The more you train, the more you develop as a player, and I feel like the more putting on the performance patch is helping me to train at a higher level, which is improving my game as well.
So when you say play at a higher level, give me a sort of let's say I don't know what you're talking about. So give me an idea of what is a lower level and what is the higher level, so that then it makes it a bit more clear for me and whoever's listening as well.
I think the difference would be, obviously performance, performing at a low level or a high level, and also like playing at a high level, like maybe under pressure or high stakes, or let's say tough opposition. So I think in those situations you just need to have that little extra something to keep you going. And sometimes people might back down from a few situations, but the more you have in you is just going to help you overcome those challenges. Yeah, 100% because playing at a high level is crazy. The level changes like that. Like you could be playing from schoolboy cricket to proper Premier League men's cricket, and it's a whole different game.
So you're able to adapt.
100%.
And before that, what would happen?
I think you'd just be a bit mentally fatigued. Like you would be like, yo, do I really have to like carry on playing it? I don't feel like keep on. I feel like just sitting back and just want to go home, and you get all these thoughts. But I think when you start to realize and you can give that little extra something, I think that will help you to carry on moving forward.
So does it build up your confidence?
100%. I think the more you can start to take control of your mind, it will help you along those challenges.
So I would like to add in there, like, I think the intensity of the training sessions, you can get so much more out of it. So like, I can push him till he drops, knowing that the next day he'll be recovered if he's got his patches on. So, and I think another example.
And if you pushed him the same way with somebody who hasn't got patches, what happens the next morning?
Yeah, they won't be back.
Okay.
They'll take a day or two off because he gets pushed to the max. So
on a patch, he comes back the next day and he can still be pushed.
Yeah, and like an example is he had a national week now in Gauteng, and from what I heard from his parents is that, you would take the patches at night during the tournament, but you would bowl as quick on day 5 as day 1.
Yeah.
Where you can't do that.
So day 1 you bowl at a certain speed, and day 5 you like
Usually,
you finish.
5 days or 5 matches in 5 days, you can hardly walk. Doesn't matter how old you are, but like this keeps you performing at the top level.
So the performance base keeps you at level of day 1 on day 5.
Correct.
So that's what you've experienced.
So it's like
okay.
If you have a 10-day, it's almost like what you would get out of a 10-day training camp, high intensity training camp, you can do in 5 days because everyone's on the patches. So
then you'll see the difference. Then somebody on the patch, they'll just be.
And it sounds ridiculous because like you put a patch on, people laugh at me now all the time saying, "Oh, how does this patch work?" I said, "I don't know how it works. I don't care, but it works." So it's simple.
Okay. Did you have any injuries before, or?
Obviously, as a fast bowler that is put under a lot of strain during trainings and all of that and matches, obviously, I think a lot of fast bowlers experience a lot of back pain, a lot of back problems. But yeah, I've started to. I remember starting to develop those back aches, and it's just like slows you down nearly. But yeah, recently I feel like I can carry on bowling is like when other bowlers that I practice with and they're like, no, that's my bowling limit. I can only bowl a certain amount of balls. I'm like, I can just carry on going, and it's crazy. Because recently, well, like obviously before the patches, I was also experiencing just small niggles that were just no, sorry, coach, I can't carry on anymore. But yeah, the performance patch really helped me just carry on going and getting me a step ahead of others.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I just think that the way it heals your body while you're sleeping and it gives you a better sleep too. He's right. I mean, you would walk around with niggles, and you always watch, like when you go to training sessions. Okay, this I can't do that. This because it's fact. Like when I played, I used to get my mate the Cairo to come to the game and inject me, so I could play.
Okay.
So like if we had something like this,
Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, I think just come to realize how such a small thing or few things can just up your game like to another level, and it's something that you wouldn't think that will make much change, but you don't see the results straight away, but in the long run it's what's the word? It's
so beneficial.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.